We got a lot to talk about today, guys. So much. Hey, hey, Noor. Welcome back. Welcome back, my dear. What's up, Joseph? You're always here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm gonna share this real quick. And what's up, Keelan? Keelan. All right. So, what I actually want to talk about today, I don't like the way this lip gloss looks because it's making my lips look real big. I swear my lips are real small. They're not real big like that. Real small. Let's see. Is this straight? Inner child shit, like all day today. That's what we're doing. Yeah, so let's talk about it. I got some what's up? I got some stuff I want to talk about today, guys. We'll talk about the more serious stuff first. And then I have a post coming, whether my ladies see this later or tomorrow or something. I got a blog post coming either tonight or tomorrow about wise women. So that's going to be important for a lot of people to read, just to understand what the Brandino, hey, my guy, what's up? Good to see you checking in. Okay, so family is in the building. So I'm very giggly today, so I might laugh through half of this, but I'm gonna try and talk real about these very serious topics in a very serious way, with a very serious voice. Simba, what's up? Alvarez, what's up? Oh, y'all all checking in. Y'all ready for the game today? All right, so let's get started. So we had a big there was a big discussion in one of our groups about Archons. I've had personal experience with Archons. So I have a pretty good, I would think I have a pretty good understanding of how they work. With some of the spiritual work I've done, I have also removed entities from people. Now, the only way an entity can reattach itself is if that person is not doing the emotional healing, which usually I give them some tools. So people are pretty good about staying diligent, keeping their aura, clear. And if people are allowing themselves to become very emotionally triggered. If you are becoming emotionally triggered, it's usually because you have some healing to do. So like something someone says to you or whatever is going to make you angry, or it's going to make you, just going to make you triggered. Like this online stuff is weird because you'll just have an opinion and be debating someone, and then they'll assume that you're triggered or that you're in an argument with them, and you're like, I'm just giving a perspective. This is not my life. What's up, Sugar? I like that name, Sugar Sean. That's a beautiful name. So we need to be aware of what's going on with that. Now, when you become emotionally triggered, what ends up happening is that when you're emotionally triggered, your chi, your life force energy, is open to be eaten. The life force energy really isn't shit though. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. I mean, in terms of tools for what you need to do in this world, your life force energy is important. Because like if you have no life force energy, you're dead, essentially. So this is why we guard that energy, but that energy is not the soul. And I mean, doctors were amazed later on in Michael Jackson's life. He was in such poor health, yet he could still put on a performance. Yet he could still Mike starts coming through in a channel. Chill. Yet he could put on a performance, yet he could still move around, and it was like amazing. He could still dance and everything, and it was amazing. And it's because he was not using life force energy, he's using his soul. He's moving with the grace of his soul. And a lot of times when you see somebody, because that's why Like once in a while, you see I post videos dancing. Totally not a dancer, not even a good dancer. I'm pretty good, not great though, like, you know, not a pro. But I practice that. Something that I learned from like reading about Marie Laveau. Ashe to her. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. You got to give her a lot of love. She's just a beautiful being. And she would dance, and in her dancing, she channeled. She would dance with serpents, and it was she's an amazing fucking woman, and did some amazing work that really helped a lot of people. So dancing is channeling, art is channeling, rapping is channeling, poetry is channeling. Pretty much everything you do, you can channel directly from your own soul. And that's really, that's why you get so high when you're doing it. It's like you're finding a way to creatively express yourself. Photography, even getting that perfect shot, creating a flyer, mixing music as a DJ. So many things that we can do that we can consider channeling. Even something as simple as somebody playing sports. You know, you might be really in tune. You might get into the flow. You're channeling. At that point, you're so in the moment that you now are one with your own energy, you're really one with your soul, and your soul is using the body as a tool to express itself. Singing, channeling. You get into the emotion, you get into the moment, you create a movement through that emotion, and you allow it to express itself in this bright and beautiful way. So all of that is actually channeling. Now, when we get into a situation where somebody wants to put us down, where somebody knows our trauma, they know where to push our buttons and stuff, and they'll do stuff to purposely push our buttons. Now, me personally, I do stuff like that, but I do it just to see where people's triggers are, and then I try and, if I can, help them resolve it. I should probably do that less, but I think humans are so fascinating, and I just like to see things. I'm like, does this work this way? And what if I said this? What would happen then? So I gotta be a little nicer with that, though. But all of that is channeling. Now, when you're dealing with an archon, it is the zodiac essentially. But the zodiac also represents your animal nature. And then when we go through mythology, Zeus slays these beasts. That's one aspect of it. Though, because the animal nature, it's not so much that it needs to be slayed, it needs to be balanced. You have to understand that your body is not of the soul. And when you're in your lower nature in the body, you're actually in your animal nature. And when you have trauma, you end up triggering that flight or fight response. You become angry, you become nervous, you become sad, even overexcitement and becoming very excitable, like really a state of ecstatic joy. Not joy like you're literally ecstatic. You're addicted to that ecstatic sort of joy, or like the high, like when people go bungee jumping or whatever. I mean, if you do it a couple times just to see what it is, that's cool. But if you become addicted to that high, then you might have a problem. So things like that, there are entities that feed off of anything. You can even create entities that when you're sad, they eat your tears. Or they help you, they help you by consuming that emotion so that you don't constantly have to feel it. See how it can be used for your benefit? So that's one thing. An archon is more of an observer that has an agenda of essentially just eating your energy, but only so long as you're unaware. Once you know that they're doing it, I mean, it's your choice. Do you want to be triggered, or do you want to know how to be emotionally stable and in control of your emotions? And it's not about being a robot or not expressing your emotions. It's just being in your natural state, being in your bliss. That is why the healing work is so important. And a lot of people are not doing the healing work because they're looking here and looking there and blaming that person and doing this and doing that and reading this and whatever. And then they're never getting in line with the healing. And as you heal, from my experience personally, more psychic abilities begin to come online. So this is why I I want to see everybody doing their work, healing. This is why I check back in with my clients to see how they do with their healing. This is why I do my work the way that I do it, because I don't only give readings. I identify problems or issues or trauma or memories that are trapped in the subconscious mind, and then we give techniques so that we can solve problems, so that you can get to your healing. That way that it's not that I'm just getting a reading and I found out some really cool information and that's it. But I really like to use a more holistic approach because I think that at this time it is imperative for those who are seeking to continue to reclaim their soul sovereignty. And soul sovereignty is a word or is a term that may have been out before, but I really started utilizing it. I feel like I might have actually created it because I don't think I heard it anywhere else. Obviously, they're two words. I just put them together and was like, yeah, soul sovereignty. That makes perfect sense. I'm going to use that from now on. Just because I recognize that that's really the goal. People call it being self-actualized. People call it being free, but I don't like using the term free because that denotes no value. And I don't believe that any soul is inherently valueless. I don't even believe that people who don't have souls are valueless. And I believe that if we are truly in our divine nature and even elevating our lower chakras to their highest states, that we begin to see that even people without souls, as long as they're seeking and they want to open up their heart chakras and they want to earn a soul, we should be assisting them as well. It's our responsibility to do so, actually, as beings that have souls. Let's help others. You know what I mean? This is available for everyone. It's just that not everybody wants the information. And I believe that is, hey, Melanie, what's up? That's more compassionate, in all honesty. Yeah, adrenaline like a roller coaster. What's up, Renard? Oh boy. In here like swimwear. What's up, my aunt? Yeah, I agree. Everyone has some value or validity. Every single person. That's why I say everyone matters. Like, everybody matters. I don't care how small your purpose is. I don't care how undefined you think you are. It's just a journey, and everybody goes through a refining process. There's no such thing as an overnight success. Every single successful person that I've studied, I'll look back and see how long did it take. Some people, it takes them 20, 30 years till they're a billionaire, or 40 years sometimes. Some people, they become millionaires, lose it all, have to build themselves back up just to become a millionaire again. So it's a journey. It's not a destination. And for me, from what I've seen, clearing the trauma really keeps you from being food to other entities. Now, there are certain, the manipulative ways that Archons work. The manipulation comes through family members, comes through your children. The mothers know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm going to fuck you up. Oh my God, I'm so tired of this shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And some of the fathers know too. You just be like, you be having to walk away. You be like, I'm going to go in the bathroom and just close the door. This motherfucker better not bang. I'm not dealing with it right now. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. And the thing is, even that is one of the biggest tests. And dealing with family members, people that we value, people that we want love from them, like maybe our mothers, our fathers, our caretakers, an aunt, a close cousin, a best friend. When those people, we value their opinion of us, and that's okay. I actually wrote a blog post on external versus internal validation. If you guys check out my website, theempressisabel.com, and just go to spiritual blog/videos, it'll be there. And that's going to be a great resource just for you guys if you want to learn more about internal versus external validation and how to sort of balance that out. Because a lot of people will say, oh, self-love, oh, this and that, internal validation, but it's okay to seek external validation. It's just, who are you seeking it from? And that's where really we need to create more balance in order to find our bliss. Like the term that really helped me with that was hearing "go where you are celebrated." So like, for example, if you're trying to date someone and you're really into them and they're just an asshole to you, and you know that you keep pursuing this person just because you remember that your mother or your father was always really mean to you, or really just always ignored you, and so you're looking for the same energy in that individual. So every time that person ignores you, every time it's literally you're looking for approval from that same parental energy in your partner. So that's a karmic relationship. That's a karmic tie. You see how everything interconnects? So that's more of a karmic relationship. That's more of a karmic tie. And what ends up happening is that when we get into a karmic relationship or a karmic tie, we because our romantic partners are also physically tied to us. They're the only other people that are physically tied to us, which is why the emotions in these relationships tend to be very intense. And we have to learn to be whole even in those relationships and allow that person their soul sovereignty so they can come and go as they please, and know your boundaries. I had to learn, because I tend to like to compromise, actually, because I like to keep everything in, harmonious. And I actually had to learn, like, what are my values? Where can I set boundaries? Just to learn, just even in just with family, with friends, I had to learn how to set boundaries so that I wasn't doing things that I really didn't want to do, like whatever it may be. Some stuff you can compromise on, but other things, it just might not be for you. You just might not want to compromise on that, and that's okay. And you're doing yourself a favor by setting a boundary and by saying no sometimes. By not just going with it, by not just doing something you don't want to do, set the boundary. Set the boundary, and you're doing your soul a favor, because you're allowing yourself your sovereignty, where you now don't feel like a slave to this other person, and you know that you're not doing whatever you're doing just to gain their approval. So how to become emotionally balanced? Okay, well, the first thing is to deal with your trauma. This way you don't become food for these other energies. And these energies are a little deeper than that. I mean, if you can become emotionally balanced, easy to release attachments, and are harmonious in this lifetime, then an energy like that won't affect you in the afterlife. I never felt like I was trapped here personally. I never felt like I always felt like I had an option. Like I could always stay or go. Like it was never that I was like, oh, I'm gonna, if I don't heal this emotional trauma, I was like, this isn't real. It never existed. I wasn't here. The lessons are real. The other souls I met were real. But I know that essentially I am just a actress. I'm the star, the director, the screenwriter, the producer of my own film. And the film is called My Life. So I don't take any of this stuff personally. And also, whatever vibration you're putting out, you end up magnetizing into your reality. So that's very important as well. Don't feel offended when your money's down, when things don't seem to be going right. Don't get mad or down on yourself. That actually is just, it's not going to do anything for you but feed that energy. What's good to do instead is to try and understand, okay, where's my energy right now? And what have the cycles been? Observe your life. I started noticing that some weeks I'll make a ton of money. Some weeks I'll make less money. And what I realized that the flow of money is a currency, so it goes up and down like this. So this is why, like, the weeks that you make a good amount, you put it to the side, so that the weeks that you don't make as much, it's not really affecting you. You know what I mean? And then money is fun. It's like a game. So now I have the opportunity to create multiple streams of income. A lot of the ladies have been asking me for lessons on reading cards. So I'm actually going to put a very inexpensive, just a mini course in my store. I want to have it in there, but that's on the website. I want to have it in there by Friday, actually. to teach you how to read cards, and just to get into how cards actually teach you to become more intuitive, trust your intuition, and they actually teach you to become more psychic eventually, because I started channeling through writing. I always did when I was a kid. Then I had to close my crown because shit was getting wild. So I closed my crown at about 14 maybe, or 15, I want to say, around that age. And then I opened it back up when I was ready in my early 20s. But I didn't even know closing your crown was advanced. Somebody recently was like, that's crazy. What age did you do that? I was like, 14. I thought that was normal. Like, I already knew where the energy was coming from, and I was like, okay, this is where I feel everything, so I have to close it. So I sat down and I just meditated. I thought it was normal. I thought everybody did shit like that. All right, let me read some of these comments. Okay. Gotta keep that circle. Absolutely. I'm happy you guys are enjoying everything. Thank you. Dance more. You're the best. Thanks, Keelan. All right, you guys are enjoying the conversation. That's good. Wow. Yeah, Anya. Yeah, I didn't know that it was like advanced to close your chakras. I just was like, yeah, this shit gotta get closed. Shit is getting too wild in my life. I wasn't ready for all the downloads that I receive now effortlessly. Like when I was talking about the traveling stars the other day, you guys were all asleep. It was Sunday. But yeah, I was talking about that and how that seems to come on when you're in a childlike or relaxed state. You look up in the sky and you see these, I call them unfixed traveling stars, because it looks like a star. It just floats across the sky like this. And you're just sitting there like, wow, I must be on a great frequency right now, but then you get these memories where you're like, I remember seeing this shit as a kid. Wow. So, I mean, that's when life becomes magical, right? Yeah, and you can open them back up slowly. They're never truly closed because they're your energy centers. All it is that you probably changed your, what is it called? Toroidal flow. So like usually energy will either come in or out of the body. So when you're taking in information, it goes in. When you're pushing out information, the field goes out like this. So what ends up happening is you decide that you're just gonna close and not take in so much. So it's like creating a filter, truly. And okay, so I think I told you guys about the situation I had where I had a vision where, okay, this shit was crazy. I had actually had that vision where I got visited by Mr. Yahweh, aka Yaldabaoth, Chief Archon himself, and he was trying to feed on me. And I got very weak. It was and I don't argue. Somebody else was having like an emotional fucking breakdown, and I'm trying to help them through it, and it was just getting frustrating. And some people, when they talk, they drain your energy. And that individual is actually draining my energy through my solar plexus. Just keep talking. In situations like that, don't fucking endure it. Just hang up the fucking phone. Regardless of what someone says to you, like, don't go through what I went through. This shit wasn't fun. It taught me a lot. It showed me how protected I am, but it's not something that I would recommend for someone to purposely put themselves through. So I feel my energy getting weak. I know there's an entity standing right next to me. I actually could feel and see psychically the entity. I felt it. And then if I look in my mind, I can see it psychically. So I'm like, fuck, son, what is happening? I'm so tired. And then it was like my soul, it was like when my life force got real low, it was like almost my soul burst through my body. And so I got up, I walked outside to smoke a cigarette, and then I started chanting. So I was like, and there's a technique I created called heart speak, where you actually pull the energy from your heart chakra up to your throat and out through your mouth. So they're not real words. It's just like, it just sounds like nothing. Like it's literally not words, but you allow the tongue and the mouth to move the way that it moves as you're connected with your heart. And it doesn't matter what comes out. It doesn't matter how silly you sound or how silly you look. This will actually help clear the heart chakra. But I started speaking. I felt my ancestors come through me. And then I had a vision. And the vision I had was actually Archangel Michael battling Yahweh. in order to protect me. And then I started crying because I was so grateful that that I was so well protected. And I've had times in my life, probably 5 or 6 years ago, I was pretty depressed. And I remember every night, Archangel Michael, I used to feel him. I used to see him. He would stand right by my bed. And every night as I was going to sleep, I knew he was there. And I felt safe and I felt protected. And it was like as long as I was in that state, he was just always there, a constant companion. So we all have spirit guides. We all can call on particular angels, particular entities that resonate with you, and these entities will protect you, and they are here for you. All you have to do is ask, because they can't violate your free will. They can't violate, that liberty that you have. But don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for protection from Archangel Michael, from your spirit guides, from your higher self. Don't be afraid to ask from your ancestors. Don't be afraid to ask for protection. Don't be afraid to ask for guidance. Don't be afraid to ask for anything that you need, or assistance, seeing maybe a new opportunity or a new perspective or whatever it may be. That's really, really important. Like, we don't need to do it all on our own. Nobody does it all on their own. Everybody has help. There's not one great person on this earth that accomplished anything without assistance. And yeah, that's just what it is. Nobody does everything alone at all. Yeah, it was good to close them. Absolutely. Yeah, like a valve. Yeah, I wasn't even pouring it out. They were literally pulling it out of me, but it was from the other person. So people who, yeah, just hang up, y'all. People who, okay, so now we can get into the topic of energetic vampires. This society that we live in actually teaches people to be energetic vampires through speaking, through how we use our ego more than we use our heart. That's such a fucking great line. We use our ego literally more than we use our heart. So this society really teaches people to express themselves through the ego and to ignore the heart space, and to not say what you really feel. But like, what's wrong with just saying how you really feel instead of manipulating people? Just say the truth. People appreciate the truth. From what I've seen, people appreciate the truth anyway. So because a lot of people are taught vampirism, eating on other people's energies, they even wanting to be best friends with a celebrity because of their shine. They built all that up. You didn't have anything to do with it, but you just want to be around. You can identify an energetic vampire as someone that whenever you're around, when you're around them, you feel tired. You'll feel drained. You'll feel agitated. You'll feel like you really want to just get up and leave. You might roll your eyes and be like, fuck, I really didn't feel like talking to this person today. When they talk, you literally could feel energy leaving your body in certain areas. What else? There's someone who you don't know. This was good. This was actually from what's his name? D'Lo Archangel Uriel. If you guys see him on YouTube, he said this, and this shit resonated with me. He said you could tell also by someone who you don't know why they're there, like literally. And I was like, that's fucking common sense. Why didn't I think of that? But it makes so much sense. And where they only are around you for a specific purpose, like someone who's only around you to complain, or someone who's around you when they're not doing good, and then when they start doing better, like you don't see them anymore. That's not a real friend either. But these people are like energetic vampires. They need to just eat off of you. And certain individuals, like the people who, when they're not doing well, they'll be around you. It's because your aura is an aura of richness, of wealth. And they might not take $1 from you, but you might notice that your money all of a sudden is getting fucked up, and while they seem to be doing better. So certain people come around you to actually steal your wealth, to steal your birthright. And this is how these archonic energies work through people. But once you know the signs, you can then protect yourself and learn to just pull it in, to not respond, to not get so emotional, and then just to understand that people don't know what they do. So you don't get mad at these people. You know that it's just, they're just unconscious. They're unaware of what's going on. So you just allow those people to be who they are. If you make a meme, I'm gonna die. If you make a meme, I'm gonna post it on my Instagram, Brandino. So okay, so now we can talk shit a little bit. Okay, because we got the Archons out of the way, and that's I have to do a whole blog post on it. I really need to put a couple books out because I got so many ideas. Now, secret haters. There are quite a number of individuals that I was not aware of that I had problems with. And it's like through this retrograde, these people have been exposing themselves. And it's funny to me because I don't care that much about anything because I'm so focused on my clients, I'm focused on my work, I'm focused on what I'm doing, that I think what it is that, listen, I just want to say this to the haters. I want to say this to people who feel like me having a talk with them or a conversation with them or being a little harsh with them is, it's guys, it's just Facebook, first of all, or it's just whatever. It's just a fucking social media. Okay? Relax. This is not real life. Chill. What I care most about is helping people. I care more about helping people. If I have a talk, if I talk shit, if you're mad because I'm smarter than you, I'm sorry. And it's not that I'm smarter than you. It's that I just do the work. I do my rituals. I meditate. I communicate with my ancestors. I channel all the time. I'm writing all the time. I'm thinking all the time. I study, or I can't even say I study. I just read because I'm interested in every fucking thing. So when you're a curious person, you are able to develop ideas and concepts that are unique and original. And if I'm proven wrong, now most of what I speak about is very well thought out. And if it's not well thought out, I will say, hey, what do you guys think about this? Because I don't have an ego behind what I'm saying. Show me better, or something that makes more sense than what I'm saying. I'll be like, you know what? Good looking. That makes a lot of sense. It's easy for me to change my mind when I have information presented to me that resonates. I'll even be like, oh, you know what? Let me go check that out. Or no, I haven't heard about that. I'm going to do a little studying and figure it out. The problem is that people don't do what I actually do. And then they're mad because they don't understand what I'm talking about. Keelan, he said, you kill motherfucking ego. Yeah, I am, Kali. That's the truth. Yeah, so people will be create a beef or create an issue that doesn't exist. I don't remember you. I literally don't know you because you're off an app. I'm not worried about you. And especially if you've never been a client of mine or I don't communicate with you regularly, I really don't care. Like, I really could care less. And because I'm not caught up in my humanity, I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass. I'm here on a very serious mission. The only seriousness of this mission is ensuring that I do the work that my soul sent me here to do. If I'm not doing that, then I'm doing something wrong. Okay? I'm here for that. I'm not here to fucking make people feel good and stroke men's egos, because it seems like it's funny how the issue is mostly with ugly women and men who are just not smart. I'm sorry that you're not well read. That's not my problem. I'm more than willing to assist you. I'm more than willing to guide you. I'm more than willing to have a conversation and help you gain a little more understanding. Maybe my perspective could help you. Maybe I could refer you to someone who has a perspective that will help you. This is not personal. This has never been personal. This is, I'm on a mission. This is my life's purpose. That's what this is. I'm not here to fucking make people feel good. No, some of you are not gods and goddesses. Why would you want to be? You created them. Some people don't have souls, and it's okay. Those of us that have souls, it's our responsibility, it's our duty to help those who want to be helped, to give them the information, to get them to the next level, whomever it may be. So don't be mad that somebody knows something that you don't know. Go and do the work and learn. Go and learn how to channel and do it. I have 6 books on channeling. And I already knew how to channel when I got them. I just wanted different perspectives. I mean, that's the shit that I'm talking about. I have books on sex magic. I have books on channeling. I have books on quantum physics. I have 3 or 4 books on chakras. I have books on metaphysics. I have books on hermetics, all kinds of shit. And it's still not the book that matters. It's what I do with that information, how I could take that information and evolve it, how I can bring something new and fresh to the world, how I can communicate a new message to the world. I'm more interested in that. I literally don't know who the fuck you people are, and I don't fucking remember you because I'm not worried about you. You're worried about me though. You seem to have a huge fucking issue with the fact that I made you feel inferior once or twice. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry you feel that way. But I don't remember most of you people. So that's my message to these little haters that have been coming up. Yeah, perception is key. Yeah, okay. Anya brought up a good point. I'm gonna read her comment. She said, and thank you. I think this is the first time I've seen you. I really appreciate you just jumping on the live. Message me if you want to join our group. But don't you feel like there's a lot that are waking up, but others are just getting further and further away? Yeah, people are fucking bird boxing out here. And it's because some people are raising their vibration and staying in alignment and doing what they need to do, and other people aren't. So that was a very, very, very good point, sis. You made a really good point there. Ew, Karen. I didn't even see her on here. Uh-oh. How sis showed up? Aisha? How sis showed up for the fuckery? Okay, she said a word. Don't be mad at me. Because you're ignorant. She said, I'm trying to argue with logic and most. I can't deal with you, sis. She says, sorry, not sorry. I love you. That was a funny, debating equals pointless. Exactly. Mental flexibility. Exactly. It's called Tornado. Thanks for coming through, sis. Neuroplasticity. That's what I have. But I taught myself that. I actually taught myself that as a teenager because what's up, Frank? I'm so happy all you guys came through tonight. I actually taught myself neuroplasticity as a teenager because I was in AP physics. I was in AP English. I was in, what else did I take? I took debate. I was on the school newspaper. I took economics. I took philosophy. Oh God, I took sociology. I took psychology. This was in high school. We had these classes. And so with all that information so young, I was very adept to holding opposing ideas and debating them in my own mind for a long time. And I was never angry or upset or whatever about the ideas. I was fascinated, essentially. Like, ooh, this could mean this. Yeah, but what about this? Oh, but what about this? So that's seeing from a higher perspective. And everybody has that ability. It's just some people, they are dealing so much in their trauma. When they come across somebody like me, they just feel like that I made them feel bad. Okay, cool. You can't be everybody's friend. I'm sorry. I'm like, cool. That's great, guys. Yeah, I like to debate too. I think I might be a woman thing though, because debating is just, but it's just fun. Like it's not like if me and Aisha have a debate, it's just gonna be fucking fun. Neither of us are gonna get emotional, and we're women. What's that saying about some of these men out here? That's all I'm saying. Like me and sis could go in, and it would just be fun. We would sharpen each other's swords. We would get better. It's called being wise, guys. That's called being wise. I actually had started going to school for psychology. I've studied a lot on psychology too. Like I do literally everything because I'm into like everything. Exactly. It's entertainment and she likes to learn. Makes perfect sense. But she also probably, and I'm just going to use you as an example, if you can debate and not be offended by someone else's brilliance, you could just be like, wow, you got me. That was really good. That means that you have a very high self-esteem and that you probably have done some healing work, correct me if I'm wrong, so that you don't have trauma and so that you're not getting triggered. There's nothing emotional with this. No, her bachelor's is in psychology. Yeah, I started going to school for psychology too. Uh-oh, Will of Earth is here. Ew. But Jesus said, oh shit, Dionysus showed up. Yo, how the whole soul family coming through? I love you motherfuckers for real. That hurts like a motherfucker. Me am sorry that you feel that way. Like 1,000 daggers at once. Oh my God. Y'all are doing too much. How Dionysus came through right at the end though. How you come through at the end? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up off here, you know. So all the people that are out there talking about me, I love you. Enjoy talking. I appreciate the energy. The ethers hear you. My name is ringing bells in the cosmos. We finna get this money 2020. I mean, like, we're gonna help the souls who want it ascend, and everybody else could just do what they do. And that is my message. Bye, sweetheart. Thank you for coming through. Whole lot of cosmic gang shit. Yo, Kali. Mid-Muslim nap. Oh, you were taking a nap? All right, I'm gonna get off the comments because I'm gonna just keep talking to y'all. But I love you guys. We gotta, we might start. What do you guys think of the name Cosmic Gang? We might start calling ourselves that. You fucking confuse everyone. I thought you guys were intellectuals. Something like that. Whole chaos beings in this bitch. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. What's today? Tuesday? So tomorrow, Warrior Wednesday. So we're gonna be talking about soul. We're gonna be talking about tomorrow spiritual warriors. So I actually came up with a day for spiritual warriors. We were supposed to do Magic Monday. It was Veterans Day. I'll start it next week. But Wednesday is Warrior Wednesday. So I'll be back tomorrow, guys. I love you. Bye.